Some of you have mentioned to me that you want a more modern sound, that you feel like your chords are very traditional and you want more of that modern R&B neo soul vibe. This song's perfect for that. Yeah, they have a lot of echo and reverb on the piano, but I think it's still a good song. So I want to start from the top. By the way, I don't know who the musician is, so drop his name in the comments if you know who's playing. Dope song. Let's start from the top and see what's going on here. Oh, so he's in the key of D flat right now, and we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do to find these chords. I do have a secret for you in terms of trying to modernize your sound. It's going to be major nines, minor nines, typically sus voicings, and then you're just kind of weaving between those, connecting them with dominant chords, and that's really all this is. So here's your dominant chord, but there's your minor 9 chord that they just played. And there's that dominant chord. So it's going to connect most likely another minor or major 9 is coming after this. This is what helps me to hear things too, because since I know how the chords are going to work in relation to each other, it's easy for me to just guess what's about to happen, even if I haven't heard it. See, there's your major 9, right? So I told you it's going to come from this dominant type of chord going straight to a major chord. This is why you have to study what I call Sean's harmony system, because it will explain all these things for you so you can know how chords connect together. So, that's a B. Ooh, that's a crazy chord there. You have this B augmented. Let's do an A in front of it. Let's do a D flat tritone in the left hand, and let's imply an E flat root here. So no, that's yeah, so that's the septives, right? So da da, and then they're going on another dominant chord. But there's your sus voicing right there. Okay, so let's keep on going. So, the 13th sus, there's another sus chord there. See all these major sus chords, major 9s. Most of the chords I've been playing have been major 9s, minor 9s, sus voicings, like I said, dominant chords connecting them. So now he goes into the chorus of give thanks. And then the song ends. Let's start from that part. Let's see these chords. Definitely modern chords there. Oof. And now. So we have this diminished major 7 here, which you can look at as being just a D minor with an F sharp major 6 in the left hand. You can add some tension notes in there if you want, like that A flat here. And now you can either do it like this. I don't know that he had this A flat on top. It could be a B flat on top, or it could be a G. But the implied chord could actually be a half diminished chord. And the reason I say that is because a lot of us wonder, when my left hand is playing one thing, how do I know what to do with the right hand to improvise? I played the local and natural 2 so much that I recognized it as soon as I heard that kind of run there. See that sound there? That's all local and natural 2 stuff, man. I taught that so much on my channel, so I recognize it. So that run is used over a minor 7 flat 5, which is an F, A flat, B, and E flat. So if you're wondering, so on the word now, what chord do I play? You can actually play this chord, and now. But you can also change this B to a C and play a minor 9. And now, right? You could start with the minor 9 and then shift to the minor 7 flat 5. That's another way you could do it. But let's keep on going. So when we say there's my B flat 13 sus. I am strong. You just have this A flat chord over C. I am, you have a B flat chord over D. Strong, let's say E flat minor 9. Okay. E flat minor 9. But you could also do, and now, and you can go, I am strong, which is replacing, that's my system. So basically I have a replacement chord system that basically says you can replace slash chords with diminished chords. So instead of going, I am strong, you can go, right? Something like that. So let me keep on going here. So let the poor say I am rich. So he's going to this, he's going to this, but you have this F13 sus here. And so if you look at if you're wondering, okay, well, so what am I supposed to do now to improvise over this? Well, just look at my right hand, look at the notes. It's just a G minor 7 chord, right? But just remember, in my system, remember Sean's harmony system. I'm going to drop this chart at some point. By the way, those of you who want access to this chart, I will be dropping a link to it soon. But right now, the only people who have access to this, at least as I'm working on it, are the people on my website. They are looking at it. They're able to use it right now and see how things work. But one of the things that chart says is that a sus voicing will always generally move to a dominant. So we go from the approach to the tension to the target, which is always a major or minor, right? So let the poor say I am rich, sus voicing, dominant chord, because of what? All the time. You're going to see that pattern so much in music. So when he's going, when you hear that, the stuff that he's doing in the right hand, I already know that that's following the change, because the right hand is following the chordal change. So see here. See, so yeah, let the poor say I am rich. Because of what? Right? So I have to know, what am I doing with the right hand when I'm playing the sus voicing? What am I going to do with the right hand when I'm playing this dominant chord? What should I do with my right hand when I'm playing this, right? So all of these chords, remember, every single chord that you play has a scale attached to it that you can use to improv. So you have this. The Lord has done for us, right? So every single chord I play has an accompanying scale, right? So, but it's based on the chord that I'm playing. So because of let the poor say I am rich, I'm playing I guess I'm just using the notes from a B flat major, G minor. And when I change the chord, I'm doing an F altered scale. But I'm going down, ascending. Because of what? And then when I hit the B flats, I'm just using a A flat major pentatonic. Each of these chords have a corresponding scale, and I'm just kind of, as I change the chord, the scale in my right hand has to change. So that's what you're kind of hearing him just kind of riffing off of that. But wow, so Yeah, he did a lot. He did a lot. So let's just do the whole thing. So, and now, right? Let the weak say, I am strong. Major, minor ninths. You want that sound. You want that neo-soul sound. Let the poor say C and E in the left hand, E minor in the right hand. Say, I am rich. Change this to a dominant chord. Because of what? Instead of playing the B flat, I'm going to imply the B flat with an exercise I showed you on my channel. Has approach chord done for us. Okay, so and now, okay, that's the low Korean natural 2. Let the weak say, I'm not going to do diminished this time. Right, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. Because of what? Because rich. Instead of staying on this F7, I could change the bass note to a C, and it would make it a minor 9, which we talked about before. So, and now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. I could have just kept the bass here, right? Rich, and then I probably would just go down a half step. Because of what? The Lord has done, okay? For us, okay? So these are the kind of major 9, minor 9, sus voicings and stuff that you really want. Really cool stuff here. So what would I recommend that you do to kind of get this sound down? Because I'm just giving you examples. It's not a really full tutorial. But I would recommend that you study Doobie Powell. I've been breaking this guy down. I've been breaking down Doobie Powell since the beginning of my channel. Okay, it's been almost a decade. So study his stuff. And on my website, I really go into depth with teaching you the tutorial, the why behind why it works and all of that. Then you need to practice your major, minor ninths. Practice your sus voicings. If you're on my website, look at the harmony system so you can understand how and why chords work together. What's the process of how chords are connecting together? These are the things that we study as musicians. For everybody else, lean into your creativity, man. You can't be like the next person. Don't try to copy people. Do your own thing. Okay, guys, thanks again. We'll see y'all later.